Yes, it is 100% true that I had a client shove me and another one threw storyboards at me, and a bunch of other crazy things have happened in my over 35 years as a working creative. But it's important to note that they make up such a small part of my career. The fact is that I've counted my client relationships as one of my greatest strengths, and today I want to show you 6 areas to master to make your clients love you. Hello, I'm John Kenific, Old Man New Art. Welcome to my channel where we discuss your confidence, creativity, and career. Working as a freelance creative opens doors to endless possibilities, and you can go as far as you want, and you can do it because your talent is one of a kind, right? Well, yes, but let's face it, when you get to a professional level, your talent is important, but it's not the only thing that guarantees success. I'd even go as far to say that in a client's eyes, talent is taken for granted, and at the end of the day, nurturing strong and lasting client relationships is really the key to sustained success. And you need to remember that people work with people they like. So in this episode, we'll look at the miscommunication and the non-communication that we can fall into, and we'll provide actionable solutions along with pro tips for taking each approach to the next level. And if you stick around, I'll give you an extra tip at the end that I've found to be my most valued. Before we dive in, if you like this type of content, it would be a big help to my channel if you could like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. So now let's get into it and start with number 1, effective communication. This may sound like a given, but many of us communicate in our own style and hope to gel with clients, and this isn't the right approach. We need to communicate with clients in a way that puts them at ease and gives us time to work on the creative side. In poor communication, some freelance creatives fail to provide regular project updates, leaving the client in the dark and uncertain about the progress, feeling disconnected from the creative process. And it's good for us to remember that the no news is good news approach certainly does not work here. With that in mind, as freelance artists, it's essential that we establish a regular communication schedule, whether through weekly status emails, quick check-in calls, or collaborative project management tools. Maintaining an open line of communication ensures that the client is informed, engaged, and confident in the progress being made. To take your communication to the next level, set up a collaborative workspace where you and your client can easily track your project, share ideas, and provide feedback. Utilize project management tools. Almost all PM apps have a free version. I use Asana, and whichever one you choose, they all foster real-time collaboration, showing transparency and a shared understanding of the project's status. These tools literally put you on the same page, but at the heart of this tip, it's helpful if you are flexible in your mode of communication. I always communicate in the way my clients are most comfortable with. Learn their language. I offer what I think works best to track projects collaboratively, but people are different, and you're working with a person who may have a different approach and a person who will hopefully call you again. So remember to be flexible. As long as communication isn't compromised, it doesn't hurt to broaden your arsenal of tools. Number 2, setting clear expectations from the onset. Let's say you're a web developer who starts a project without clearly defining the scope, and it leads to misunderstandings about the number of revisions, the extent of the research, and the overall project expectations. This can only end disappointing your client and yourself. So to remedy this, draft a comprehensive contract. This contract, this agreement, it outlines the project's scope, deliverables, deadlines, and revision policies. This contract serves as a reference point and the basis for expectations, which minimizes the risks of disputes and ensures that everyone's on the same page. Well, that makes sense, but let's take it a step further. You can fully commit to clear expectations by scheduling a project kickoff meeting. This lets you discuss the contract, clarify potential ambiguities, and address questions or concerns. A face-to-face or virtual meeting establishes a personal connection, and it also reinforces dedication to a successful collaboration. So this will take care of the situation in most cases. But today, I see this more and more. People are asked to wear so many different hats, and a lot of times things aren't as buttoned down from the onset. I get projects where the scope isn't clearly defined and sometimes grows organically through the process. I don't turn down a worthwhile project if it isn't initially set in stone, but it does have to be addressed. So I present a proposal based on the information I have at the time, and clearly lay out in my quote how additional requests will naturally affect the deadline and pricing at the very least. The more you dig into the details, the better. Number 3, quality deliverables. Say you're an illustrator consistently missing project deadlines. This not only jeopardizes the client's schedule, but also reflects poorly on your professionalism and reliability. So to address this issue, you should implement effective time management strategies such as creating realistic project timelines, breaking down tasks, and setting intermediate milestones. Communicating any potential delays well in advance demonstrates accountability and allows for adjustments without compromising quality. And to go further, you can enhance the quality of your deliverables by incorporating a structured review and feedback process. Share drafts or prototypes with the client at key stages encourages their input. And this iterative approach not only ensures your final work aligns with your expectations, but also reinforces a sense of collaboration and shared ownership of the creative process. Another thing that I do is ask for examples from the client of similar projects that they think are successful and examples of what they mean by their descriptions. Words are subjective, and you can waste time chasing what you think your client wants. And this is in no way to derive your work from their examples, but just to get a better feel of their vision and their taste level. Number 4, adaptability and flexibility. Okay, now a marketing consultant resists adapting to a change in the client's strategy, insisting on sticking to the original plan despite shifts in market trends. Now, to remedy this, we should demonstrate flexibility by actively discussing the changes and proposing adaptive solutions. Being open to evolving project requirements showcases a commitment to the client's success and fosters a positive working relationship. And to take this to the next level, instead of merely adapting to changes, proactively provide recommendations based on your expertise, offer alternative strategies or creative solutions that align with the client's evolving needs. This not only showcases your adaptability, but it also positions you as a valuable partner invested in your client's overall success. Number 5, timely and transparent invoicing. Imagine a video editor who invoices clients inconsistently, leading to confusion about payment schedules and amounts owed. To address this issue, our video editor should establish clear and consistent invoicing procedure. This includes providing detailed invoices promptly, specifying services rendered, associated costs, and payment deadlines. This is also a place to remind your client of everything you put into the project. Pretty basic stuff, right? But you can go that extra mile in your invoicing by offering early payment incentives. Consider providing a small discount for prompt payments in each invoice. This not only fosters a positive financial relationship, but also encourages timely payments benefiting both parties. 6, building a personal connection. Now, a freelance social media manager focuses solely on delivering content without taking the time to understand the client's brand ethos and long-term goals. To make this right, our social media manager should invest time in understanding the client's brand, industry, and aspirations. Engaging in conversations beyond project specifics, acknowledging milestones, and expressing genuine interest in the client's success helps build a personal connection that goes beyond the transactional aspects of the relationship. And remember, if your skill is a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, it's really not much of a skill. Our talent should come from taking our experience and conforming it in a one-of-a-kind way for each client and their unique needs. So strengthen your personal connection by taking a real interest in your client's company besides your contribution to it. Occasionally sending your client an email that acknowledges an accomplishment that you've seen, commenting positively, and or sharing one of their social media posts. This says a lot about you and your commitment to what's best for their company. And as promised earlier, I'm going to give you a tip that shows your client that you're invested in showing your best to help them reach their goals, and that is extra work. Okay, now you're a graphic designer and you're contracted to do a set of posters to promote an event. The client gives you great information at your kickoff meeting and your direction has been set firmly. So you create the series and everyone's happy. So where's the problem? Well, there's not a problem per se, but in many cases, a client appreciates the effort taken when you provide something extra not outlined in the contract, because it shows that you've thought beyond what was asked. With many clients, I provide an extra option that's usually done in the early conceptual stages of a project. After I've addressed exactly what's required, I create another option that departs considerably from the initial outline and shows something that I would loosely call more creative, but still hits on the project objectives and, of course, company branding, but also shows that my talent doesn't necessarily stop at the project brief. Now, half the time my clients incorporate some of the option. On rare occasion, they'll go with the whole new option, and half the time it doesn't change anything. But almost every time it's appreciated. The point is, with all of these examples, is that we're looking for clients to feel more comfortable working with us. No matter how in the zone we feel by ourselves, focusing on the creative side of our business, ours is a people business, and that should be a natural extension of ourselves. So today I want to leave you with the words of author and motivational speaker Leo Buscaglia, who said, "If you can't make someone's day better, don't make it worse." Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.